Hello Seekers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 9 surprising spell correspondences you already have but didn't know you need. It is going to be the start of a new series I'm starting on the channel called the Non-Ritchy Witch series. I'm going to be sharing a ton of my personal witch hacks I had to learn on my own when I had no money and wanted to do witchcraft. Because you don't have to be abundant to be a witch, you just have to see the abundance that's already around you. But before we jump in, if you don't know me, I'm aliceestreastrange. I'm a psychic development and spiritual self-development coach, and I make content about all things witchy and woo. I also have a podcast that explores where spirituality and psychology intersect, so check that out if that sounds good to you. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and like the video, and follow my channel if you're ready to deepen your practice and learn some great witchy tips. Now, let's get witchy. I want to say first of all that tools and correspondences in witchcraft are just extra. They're just sprinkling of flavor. Knowing how to do energy work is all you need to do a spell. I did a video walkthrough on my podcast about how to start doing energy work. I will link that above if you're interested in diving into that. But even prayers are energy work, sending energy out into the universe to get what you desire. Now that being said, here are 9 spell correspondences you already have but didn't know you need. So our number 1, first up, is dirt. Dirt is grounding. It's great for new beginnings, for growth, transformation, nourishment. You can do a simple sympathetic magic spell to grow something in your life by writing it down and putting it in dirt, like planting a seed, and then watering it with energy or tending to it over time. And if you're interested in a walkthrough for a spell like this, comment dirt down below. I would love to do that. It's also good to note that where you get your dirt can help your spell. If you want to do something for the home, maybe protection, bringing something into your life, then you can take dirt from your home, from your property, and that ties the spell to that place. If you are doing a spell for money, you can get dirt from a bank or a financial institution, if that's safe. If you're stuck in life, if you don't know where to turn next, if you're at a crossroads, get some crossroads dirt. Get creative with where you get your dirt and how it can be used for different purposes in a spell. Now, our second spell correspondence is white vinegar. White vinegar is great for cleansing. It's good for physically cleaning your home. It's also great for spiritually cleansing your home. You can put it in floor washes, cleansing sprays. I definitely use it in my cleansing sprays. It also brings in abundance on top of that. So clear out the old, bring in the nice returns. White vinegar is also really good for things like banishing and hex breaking, or hexing if you're into that kind of thing. And fun fact, white vinegar can stand in for urine in a spell. It's a substitution if you're doing those kind of spells. The third correspondence you didn't know you need is mirrors. Mirrors are so great to put under your spell and put your spell on top of it to magnify, amplify the energy. They also make really good wards for protection or trapping energies that you do want. I'm going to be hosting a workshop all about this double mirror spell that I've been putting together to ward away negativity but also bring in and magnify abundance. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel because I will be posting all about it. And there are a lot of spells that do use mirrors as a part of them. Mirror boxes are good for self-reflection or for protection. They're also used for scrying. They're great for scrying. So mirrors. Our fourth spell ingredient is eggshells. Eggshells ground up, dried and ground up, are great for protection and cleansing. They absorb the energy. They're also a symbol for fertility, renewal, rebirth, because that's where little creatures grow. In Santeria, it's very common to use eggshells for protection. They call it cascaria. So this is a backed practice that has been going on for a very long time. You can also take eggshells and pour them around your home or on your windowsills and door frames, kind of like you would do for salt. But if you're going to be putting it on the outside of your home, eggshells are the way to go because salt does damage the earth. So, good tip. And our fifth spell ingredient is a plain old rock. Crystals are pretty and they are fun, but if you don't have money to buy crystals, just a regular rock can be charged just like any crystal. kind of like clear quartz, they don't have a preset intention, but you can put whatever intention into it that you want. And actually, if you're not sure how to do that, I have a complimentary guide on energy shielding that gives you a bunch of different ways to cleanse, charge, and put intentions into crystals. A complete walkthrough. So if you want to learn more about that, the download is down in the description. Now, back to rocks. You can also anoint rocks with oil if you want to infuse an intention into them. You can draw a sigil or a rune on them, or you can draw a symbol associated with a deity if you don't have a statue for them and you're trying to make an altar. And where you get your rock can have meaning too. Think metaphorically. River stone for cleansing or washing away. A stone from a very happy, near, close to your heart place for love and happy feelings. You can get a rock from your childhood home or your childhood hometown and use that as an anchor for a inner child working spell. Or you can get a rock from a really dried out place for the element of fire. Go crazy with that information. The sixth thing that you already have but you didn't know you need is things from your pets. But hear me out. Shed cat claws are great for protection or treading lightly. I've heard of people using cat claws instead of chicken feet in spells. Whiskers from your cat are good for sensing things that you can't see, so seeing spirits, figuring out secrets, intuition, and cats are shedding these all the time. Any fur, feather, or whatever from an animal holds the properties of that animal. So dogs for love, loyalty, courage, birds for the air element, for higher knowledge, for using your voice. Let your imagination go wild. The 7th spell correspondence is tarot cards. Using a card as a focus point is a great way to really enhance your spells. There's a card for every intention, and tarot's been around for over 100 years. With all of that collective energy poured into each card all of that time, it's a great power to tap into. If you want to enhance your intuition, try the High Priestess. If you want help in legal matters, Justice card. If you want to have a better work-life balance, try the Two of Pentacles. And many deities have an associated tarot card, so if you want to call on Hermes, use the Magician, etc. You can even substitute a card for a statue of a deity when you're making an altar. And cards can also represent a person in your life. If you want to do a spell for a younger woman, you could use the Page card, or a King card to stand for an adult man. There's really just so much potential with tarot cards, and they have so much power already poured into them. Now, our 8th thing is paper, pens, and art supplies. I know this sounds so mundane, and you've probably used paper and pen for sigils and petitions, but have you ever used colored pens and paper? I have a set of colored pens only for spell work, and I like to make my sigils with multiple colors, like this. And you can use colored paper for your petitions or whatever else you need them for, matching the intention of the spell. I love burning my petitions and sigils and burying them outside. This is another great use of paper, pen, art supplies. The fire element will send that manifestation out into the universe, and the earth element grounds it into this reality. And especially if you're doing a spell for your home, for protection, or anything to do with you and your home, bury it on your property. That puts it right there. Or if you're doing a spell for abundance, you can sprinkle it at your place of work. You can also use paper for poppets, or you can fold your herbs up into a little paper envelope if you don't have a mojo bag. But here is a true witch tip. Say you don't have a specific herb or crystal that you're wanting for a spell. You go into a meditative state and intentionally draw this herb or crystal or something that represents it to you. Maybe write the scientific name of a plant or the chemical makeup of a crystal and call on the energy of that spirit of what you're drawing. It allows you to work with the spirit of it without having it physically, and it really does work. It doesn't need to be all fancy, just intentional. Has anyone else ever done this? Has anyone tried this in their practice? If so, definitely let me know down in the comments. I've not really heard it talked about anywhere. And finally, the 9th spell correspondence you already have but you didn't know you need is string. And I'm talking anything. Twine, hemp, thread, yarn, ribbon, whatever you have. Knot magic is so simple, but can be really effective. Have you heard of the witch's ladder? The by knot 1, the spell is begun, by knot 2, etc. This is a classic spell that's been around for ages, and it's pretty powerful. String and yarn and cord is really good for binding or connecting or protection, but I like to use knot magic in a bit of a more chaotic way. When I'm doing a spell that I don't want to be messed with by anyone on the outside for me or my clients, I will take a bunch of different types of cords, all different colors, shapes, sizes, and I will twist, knot, braid, and tangle them. So if someone tries to undo the spell, they can't. It's a big old mess. And you can also do the same thing in reverse for sorting things out in your life, or undoing a messy situation, or finding clarity. Just tangle up some cords while focusing on the intention, and then undo the entire mess. This tip was given to me by an old friend, and it's been so effective for me and my clients. It's a good one, so take that. And really quick, some honorable mentions. Recycle your jars, people. Recycle your jars. You don't have to buy jars. Gather stormwater if that's legal for you where you live. Stormwater is so protective. It's this powerful force of nature. And water from a gentle summer rain is great for calm, peaceful, healing energy. Alcohol you may have lying around makes a great offering. Birthday candles are good for a quick, fast little spell. They're cheap, they come in every color, and they're very discreet for those who aren't practicing openly. And I cannot say this enough, check out your kitchen. Spices, tea, honey, they are all so useful. I will be making another Non-Ritchy Witch video on how to make your own oil blends with things you already have in your kitchen. So subscribe to catch that one coming up, and comment down below if there's something else you want to see for witchcrafting on a budget. And if you like spiritual, witchy, and psychology content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to join a free up-and-coming spiritual community that I host, I would love to see you there. That link is down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one, and remember, stay curious, friends.